Hi, good morning. Robert Medlin here. You know, Jesus told us that if somebody persecutes us, we're supposed to bless them and pray for them, and if they misuse us, we're supposed to pray for them and bless them even more. And why is that? And the reason is because when we see people doing things that would normally cause us to rise up and be critical or judgmental uh, about that towards them, it's really just the devil influencing them and causing them to submit to his will, and it's the devil that's manifesting himself through them. And so our job is to pray for people. Jesus said pray for them. So our job is to pray for people instead of being critical or judgmental of them. And so it's so easy to get caught up into this judgmental mode about any particular subject you can think of. It could be a religious subject, it could be a political subject, it could be a subject, a social subject. Uh, it could be about anything. It's so easy to rise up and start being critical because we know exactly, that that's wrong and that's a problem. And well, Jesus said that we're all perverse and that we can all get into twisted thinking. Perverse means twisted thinking. We can all have twisted thinking. And the Lord doesn't want us to have twisted thinking. The way we get out of twisted thinking is that we look at people as they're vulnerable to being attacked by the devil and to destroy their lives, to harm them, to destroy their relationships, to destroy their families. So our job is to pray for people. If we don't pray for people, then we've been put in a place where we see that, and so when we don't pray for them, then there's no way for them to be helped. So Jesus wants us to be so sensitive about it, to not get caught up in the judgmentalism. Don't get caught up in being critical. We see somebody, even somebody that's being critical towards us. Jesus said, pray for those that persecute you. So he wants us to be so sensitive and so understanding that everybody is subject and vulnerable to demonic influence, and the only way that they're going to be set free from that is through our prayers. Of course, they can be taught if they're open to being taught, if they're in a position where they can be taught, but our prayers will enable them to be able to see things clearly, and that's what the Lord wants us to do. And it may be that the Lord will send somebody to help them. It may be they'll watch a video on YouTube or watch a TV program on TV of a ministry or something that will help them get set free. So the main thing is not to fall into that trap of being judgmental. Paul said when in Romans chapter 1 he talked about all the depravity of human beings, including rebelling against parents and being things that we all do. Not that we all rebel against parents, but we all we all get in a mess at times. And so in Romans 1 talks about the degradation, how humanity has been degraded, and basically it's through demonic influence. And then he said in the first verse of chapter 2, Paul didn't have any chapters when he wrote that. It was just one continuous book, the book of Romans. But in the first verse of chapter 2, Paul says, how dare you judge? He says, you do the same things. How dare you judge? You do exactly the same things that you're judging people for. So if we want to have the heart of Jesus, and we want to look at the world differently, we want to look at people, even our enemies, we want to bless them. And we want to see them prosper and blessed and set free from demonic control. When you see the most horrible things happen, it's just because people are under demonic influence and control. And the Lord wants to set people free from that, from the deception, the influence that has overwhelmed them. So that's our job. So if we can do that, then we'll be doing what the Lord wants us to do. Well, God bless you and have an awesome day. I know this will help you. You have to catch yourself. You have to watch yourself, because it's so easy to get judgmental and critical. It's hard. It's harder to stand back and say, wait a minute, this is just the devil doing this. Lord, I pray for that person, that they would be set free from that demonic influence, Lord, that your Spirit would enable them to have your thoughts and your ideas and your emotions, Lord, that they would be saved, and that they would be set free in Jesus' name. So that's how we help people. Well, Well, God bless you. Have a great day.